Alright guys, welcome to your 63rd UDK tutorial, and in this tutorial we're going to be basically continuing the last tutorial, and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to change or animate materials. So basically what we did was we made a material instance constant and we applied it to the static mesh right here. So now we basically need a way to reference this material instant constant in Kismet and Matinee, so then we can tweak the settings of it. However, there's no way that we can just open Kismet and hit new object using material instant constant. Maybe if we select this and then open this. No, it's not working. So what we need to do is we need to add something called a material instance actor. And this actor is going to link your material instance constant to it, and then we can reference that actor in Matinee, and it's basically the exact same thing as referencing your material. So in order to do this, go ahead and make sure you have your material instance constant selected, and in your actor classes, select material instance actor. Now go ahead and right click, and now you can see it says add material instance actor here. Now this is basically an object that you can link to a material instance so you can reference it in Matinee. So basically this actor and your material instance are going to be the exact same thing. So you're probably asking, alright, how does this actor know which material it's supposed to reference? Is it supposed to reference this material, this material, this material? Well, we need to tell it in the properties. So go ahead and hit F4, open up the properties, and make sure you have your material instance constant selected, and we're just going to hit use from content browser. And now this material actor right here is associated with this material instant constant. So this constant and this actor are basically the same thing. So now we can go ahead and exit our content browser finally. And let me think if there's anything I'm forgetting. I think I should be good. So now that this is associated with this material, go ahead and open Kismet. And what I'm going to be doing is creating a new Matinee. So go ahead and right click and hit new Matinee. And now let me just bring that up a little bit. And I guess I can go ahead and open Matinee right now. And let me make sure everything is looking pretty good already. So go ahead and right click, and of course we need to add a new empty group, and we'll just name this door material. Looks pretty good. So now what we need to do is we need to add a new track inside this group, and the track is going to edit the material. So go ahead and right click, and under new vector material parameter track, this is the track we add if we want to edit material parameters. So of course we're going to grab that one, and in order to do this we need to look at it in the curve editor. So go ahead and hit curve editor, and I'm just going to go ahead and give myself a better view and get rid of that loop. And now I'm going to add a couple keyframes in our animation. So I guess we'll just keep this 5 seconds long, might as well. So go ahead and hit enter to add a keyframe at 0 seconds, and go ahead and scroll to 5 seconds and hit enter again. So our entire animation is 5 seconds long. So now what we need to do is we need to change the colors in the curve editor. So with this curve editor, actually I kind of forgot an important step. This material parameter track associates, it basically does this. It edits the parameter of a material. So it already knows what material we're using. Let me go ahead and drag that over there. It already knows what material instance we're using. So what we need to do now is we need to say what parameter in that material we want to edit, because if you remember from this, whenever you're making a material, this material that we just made has one parameter, but typically materials have dozens and dozens of parameters. So in order to tell Matinee what parameter of that material we want to edit, we need to specify that right here in param name. Now if you remember, my param name was called doors main color. Now let me go ahead and make sure that, alright, so it turned black, which means it found that color, and now we're working in the door main color parameter. So basically that's the parameter, the main color of the door that we're about to edit. So go ahead and select your very first keyframe, and if we go ahead and just edit the red color for now, again if you don't know what I'm doing, make sure you watch my curve editor tutorial. And I'm going to go ahead and right click this and set the initial value to 1 and go ahead and click OK. So at 0 seconds my door has a red value of 1, a green value of 0, and a blue value of 0. And what we're going to want to be doing is over time, over 5 seconds, we're going to be want to changing this door from red to green. So let me go ahead and select red and green so we can see both of them. And at 0 seconds, as you can see, my door starts out at red, all red, no green. So if I go over to 5 seconds and select that keyframe, now what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and see my red is good right now because red is fading out, but I want green to fade in. So now let me go ahead and click green and set the value to 1 and go ahead and click OK. So now if I uncheck all of these so we can see all my curves, what we're getting is, and you can see this in the perspective view as well, what we're, alright, well yeah, I guess the only view is our perspective view, but oh well. So what's happening is it's starting out all red, and the red is fading out, and the green is coming in. So that is our animation right there. So that's basically, well, all I have to talk about. So if we just go ahead and X out of this, and now we say, alright, I already kept that trigger from the last tutorial, so whenever we hit that trigger, go ahead and play this matinee and change the material's color. So now let me go ahead and X out of this, and I guess I can go ahead and test it out right now. So it starts out as red by default, and whenever I hit that trigger, it slowly fades to green over 5 seconds. So that is how you can edit movement and materials in the UDK. So hopefully you guys understand how to edit materials now. And again, it's not the material you're editing, it's the material instance, which is basically a different version of that material that's editable. So if you have any questions, just make sure to ask me on my forum, thenewboston.com/forum, and I will be glad to answer them for you. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.